Hello, welcome to the Story Random Survivors demos. It's co-op Survivorlike auto shooter set in the world of Story Random. So Stolen Random is a turn-based game, but this one is Survivors game. So the demo is available on Steam right now. If you guys interested, go check out the game. The link is in the description. So this is still early demo, so everything that you see here are subject to change. So keep that in mind. So let's check out the option first. Option is pretty simple. So master volume, music volume, effect volume, graphic quality, language, click to attack, damage number visible, gameplay UI visible, screen shake. They did add a screen shake option recently, so it's really nice. Because once you get to the later stage of the game gets really hectic. When you're playing co-op, it's very hard to see what's going on. And with the screen shake, it's just so much. It's so much. So I'm glad they're adding this option. That's really nice. But they typically need to add more options to the game for sure to increase the visibility at the later stage of the game. Yeah, when you're playing co-op, it's very difficult to tell what's going on with all of this like a different like a skill effect or an aura effect and with the player attacking and enemy spawning and whatnot. It gets really crazy really fast. Anyway, I will do like one short run to explain what's going on with the game, and I will try to explain the game mechanism as much as I can. There are a couple of stuff that I still don't understand fully. The game definitely needs more work for sure. A lot of stuff needs to be improved or fixed. So I'm gonna talk about that as I go along. So a lot of unlock that you can do in the demo. You have to play quite a bit, to unlock all this stuff. So you can unlock the weapons and character. So when you first start playing the demo, you will only have access to Prince Gobert and the Ranger, and then you can unlock all these other character as you play the game. So each character have like a different passive bonuses. So for example, Prince Gobert plus 1% increased damage for missing 5 health. Ranger receive a 5% damage bonus for meter away from target, movement speed plus 20%, but maximum health minus 20%. So you kind of want to mix this like a character with the gear system they have to create your own build, and with the skills and whatnot that you can pick up with the level up, you can sort of like create your own style of the gameplay with the build option. But right now for the demo, if you're going for like endless mode, your build option is quite limited. So keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm gonna play. Which one should I play for now? Okay, let's go with the Paladin. You do have like a daily leaderboard and whatnot. People who don't care about the leaderboard doesn't really matter. For the demo, I don't know why you want to have leaderboard, but it's there. So now we have like a gear system. So this game doesn't have any meta progression except the gear system. So when you play the game, you're gonna pick up the gears, and if you pick up the duplicate gear, you're gonna disenchant them automatically, and then you're gonna get the memories, and you can spend the memories to actually craft the gear. But it's actually much cheaper for you to and easier for you to actually buy it at the shop during your run than craft it. It takes quite a lot of memories to craft one gear. So when you first start playing demo, you kind of have to do lots of grinding runs to farm the gears that you want, basically. So for example, you really want to go for like a health stacking build with a Lionheart, but you gotta have all this gear unlocked, to do this kind of build. So at first, you just have to take whatever you can get, and once you unlock enough gears and once you have enough memories, then you can sort of like go for certain type of build with the gear system. But that's really nice, I guess. But it would be really nice if they actually add some meta progression to the game, so you can like spec your character with certain like attribute or stat as well, because relying on just gear does limit your build option just a bit. Right now for the demo, you cannot find the ring or amulet, so there's that. So once you begin the descent, there's a So difficulty 1, depth 8, really easy. Difficulty 2, depth 16, not that difficult. It does get difficult once you get to depth 9. Just a bit, but once you get used to it, it's not that difficult. Depth infinite, this is like endless mode. It gets, so the run kind of start around like depth 20, and after that you gotta have really good build. Otherwise, most of the time you're gonna lose the run around depth 24 or 28. And if you have really good survivability and damage, then you can get past depth 32. But after that point, unless you have one particular active skill and really good scaling with the damage, you're just gonna lose the run basically, because you're gonna get one shot by the enemy at that point. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that later. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like a one simple run here to just show you guys how the game works. So you start the run. So you have like a basic attack here with your weapon that you start with. So like this. So you have like timers here. So you just have to survive, and then the wave and then you just clear the area. Every 4 depths, you have to beat the boss. So the shrine that you activate it by standing on it, and then you can get the bonuses. So the shrine will give you like a permanent bonuses that you can get, or you can get the temporary bonus. But most of the time, player will just pick the permanent bonuses. So it's really important for you to get the shrine. Okay, so here at the bottom you can see your level here. When you level up, you don't get the upgrade right away, so you get this at the end of the wave. So we have like a skill slot here, passive slot here. This is like a gear that you start with right here. And this is the one that I picked up with the shrine. So you get like additional benefit by picking the permanent upgrade with the shrine here. So you only have 4 passive skill slot, and you only have 4 active skill slot, but you gotta fill that up with 1 active skill with the weapon that you start with. So you have to pick up 3 extra active skill. The game doesn't really explain very well how the game works, so you basically gotta figure all this out on your own as you play the game. So the game needs to have better tutorial for sure. They definitely need to have battle tooltip as well. So you can see like a stats here, but it doesn't explain anything. It's like how much block rating actually converts into block chance doesn't tell you. Like how does gold drop bonuses work doesn't tell you. So really need to have like a proper tooltip for sure. Some of them has like a percentage value, some of them has a flat value. It's kind of difficult to tell like a. So for example, I have like a movement speed plus like 5%. And if I get that, it's going to increase movement speed flat value by like 0.01 or something like that. And each stat has some like a cap value. So for example, movement speed will cap at 10, and attack speed will cap at 300%. So some of the stat has a cap, but you can still keep getting those stats. So I'm not sure what's going on. Sometimes the game, when you hit the like a limit on your stat, it's just stops showing up on your level up. But sometimes it just keeps showing up. So I have no idea what's going on there. I'm not sure if that's a bug or not. So you gotta be really careful with which kind of stat that you can get. So for example, I get like a 4 passive skill filled up. So if I have like a max life, attack speed, armor, critical chance, that means I cannot get the attack damage or anything else. So that means I have to find those stats by other means, usually by the shrine. So you kind of have to build around with limited stats. But the good thing is that once you fill up this slot, that is all that's gonna show up. So you can sort of like concentrate with your build with certain stat basically. But they definitely have better system explaining all this for sure. So if I reroll by spending gold, this system needs to be more clear though. Okay, I reroll like I reroll like this because I wanted to get extra active skill to start with, but didn't get any active skill. The level system in this game is really weird. It's so random. So for example, I leveled up twice. So I'm level 3. So I either get the passive skill or active skill. This time I didn't get the active skill, I just got the active skill level up. So you can level up your skill or passive, but it's so random. So random. It doesn't tell you like for example, like for other games you are kind of like guaranteed to get the active skill on certain level, but this game is not. So you just gotta hope that you can find the active skill level up when you need the active skill level up. So you really gotta reroll a lot, but you really don't want to do that because each time you spend the reroll cost goes up, and you really need all this coin at the later stage at the shop. So we have like a golden spear, like an upgrade here, and also the gold. So this is basically like an upgrade that you can put on your weapon here, but you also have limit of 2 upgrade, like a unique upgrade that you can get. The last one is just the upgrade to the damage. So if I pick the multicast here, that's gonna fill up the slot here. And we want to pick something extra here. Then the last upgrade is going to be always the damage value on your weapon. So you gotta be really careful which upgrade you want to pick for your active skill. So now we get the active skill. So if I had enough gold and reroll, it does not guarantee for me to get the active skill. So sometimes you can get to like depth 8 and you only have like your weapon active skill. So that needs to be fixed for sure. So I'm gonna get the Aura of Flame. So the enemy sometimes drop the consumable, so you can pick that up to heal. So every force get experience bonuses. Every force floor, you gotta fight the boss. Okay, so now if I pick this one here, that's gonna fill up the slot. So now this is gonna show off. So these two are the only support skill that I have on these two right here. It's the only support skill I have, Golden Spear. So it's very important to pick the right skill, right support skill for your active skill. So once you pick this up, you cannot change it. So I will reroll here. I don't really. It's just so random. Like, yeah, now so if you reroll, it does not guarantee for you to get the golden spear upgrade anymore. It's like it's random, so whatever. I didn't really need to fix that because sometimes you just want to focus on your with your active rather than passive. But since it's random, it's just so difficult to build exactly what you want. And right now, some items and like a status effect and whatnot is not working correctly, so they definitely need to fix that. Some of the item description is wrong as well. They need to fix that as well. So another funny thing is that, okay, so I have the aura, where is it? I have aura of flame. Deals poison fire them around you. Damage cost has reduced chance to trigger on hit effect. So you might think, aura of flame, oh, maybe it has a burn effect. No, it does not until you get the upgrade. It's really weird. It's really weird. It's like you have like an aura of frost, like a dealing like a uh, dealing like a frost damage, right? But it does not slow down the enemy unless you get the upgrade. Well, didn't get it here. But there you go. So unless you get this particular upgrade, this is not gonna apply any burn at all. Really weird. I think they really need to have like a some of this like an active skill should have some passive effect without getting this kind of upgrade. Because that's just weird. That's just weird. Okay, so every 4 deaths, we have to fight the boss. So we have the time limit here. So once you reach the timer to 0, it goes to overtime, and the boss gets stronger. The enemy gets faster and stronger. So you gotta kill the boss. You don't really want to go overtime too much, but it gets much difficult for you to kill the boss. The problem is, because of the shrine system, you actually don't want to kill the boss too fast. You want to delay the fight in a way so you can kill the boss after this timer runs up. But at the same time, you want to get the benefit of getting all like extra loot and stuff. And if you're being really careful, you can kind of abuse this overtime system and get lots of extra experience and gold. So if I just kill the boss right now, I'm not gonna get the benefit of getting the extra like the shrines and whatnot. So it just disappears after the boss dies. So for example, right here, kill the boss. Okay, die please. And it just disappears. So you kind of have to stall for the boss. And that's like one thing I kind of wanted to change. The shrine system, they're giving like a temporary buff and a permanent like bonuses with the stat. I think they need to have it in a way so when you pick up the shrine, they should give you like a temporary boost. Then when the wave is over, then you can pick up the permanent bonuses. I think that's what they need to change. Otherwise, it kind of disrupt the flows of the game quite a bit. So I don't really like it that much, and I don't really want to stall the boss fight, to get the best value possible with the extra shrines and whatnot. But there's just so much value that you're gonna miss out if you kill the boss too fast, and there's really no benefit for you to kill the boss faster. So they need to change that for sure. So maybe for the boss fight, the shrine shouldn't show up, but you get extra like I think okay, maybe shrine can show up for the boss fight. Maybe shrine can just give you temporary boost, and then when the boss fight ends, then they can give you permanent bonuses. I don't know. That's something developer needs to think about because it really disrupts your gameplay quite a bit with the shrine system with the boss. Because I don't really want to stall for the boss every time. It's so risky. If you stall, you might go like for overtime and you might just die from the boss. But if you don't do that, you just don't get enough value from that to survive at the later stage of the game. There's just so much you're gonna miss out on if you kill the boss too fast. So there's that. So once you beat the boss, you can get like a fortune. They can have like a extra additional like effect here. Some of this fortune can be really powerful, so you kind of need to get lucky. Or also you can choose to get extra gold, or you can also gain extra level. It's your choice. Then once you pick that up, let's just grab all the level up. Then you can gain access to a shop after the boss. So every 4 depths after the boss, you gain access to shop, and you can spend the gold that you earn during your run to buy the fortune or to buy the gears. So this is where you can unlock the gears that you haven't got yet. So when you first start playing the demo, obviously you kind of want to focus on getting lots of gears unlocked as much as possible. But once you have enough gears unlocked, then you don't have to care about any of these. Just go for like a extra uh, experience or extra fortune. Just try to make your build more powerful. So the shop does not have reroll. It would be nice if they have reroll, and it has like a limited like a use. Basically, you cannot spam like this. I think I think you used to be able to spam this, but now they changed it so you can only buy once from the shop. And once your shopping is done, also another thing they need to change is that I need to see my current health, because this doesn't really help me if I cannot see my current health. I just never pick the healing option. It is kind of point. I mean, they should have this option, but it is kind of pointless to have it here if you cannot see your current health. That is. So once that's done, you leave the shop and you just go to the next steps, and you just keep repeating that until you beat the game, basically. Or if you're going for the endless mode, you just keep going until you lose. Well, until you lose, basically, because enemy just keep scaling like crazy at the endless mode. Anyway, that's the basics of the game. The game really needs to explain things much better. You, I, so, okay, for example, so end the descent here. Yeah, so you can see like overall stat after the run. The thing is, as you can see, the footage that you're seeing right now, I have done a couple of different builds. I have done like aura build, like a mm, like a block focus build, like like a healing health focus stacking build. Lots of different build that you can do with this game, combining different characters and gear system all together. But every build has a problem of staying alive at the later stage game in the endless mode. For the core, and there's a lot of active skill in the game. There's like aura based, so the game is definitely meant to be played at the co-op. So basically, you want to have like a one or two active like a damage skill, and then like a one like a support like aura skill, so the other party members can get the benefit. Those kind of things. The lot of in-game system is not well explained. So, for example, the cooldown cap is 4 seconds, so it is not going to reduce below 4 seconds. The game does not explain that, so you just gotta find that out on your own. And someone like a trigger system, like a stagger, the stun, all this like a value, like percentage, flat value, is not explained at all. So you have no idea how much value you are actually getting from all this. And does it really matter to go beyond 100? The game doesn't explain any of that, so you gotta find it out on your own. And right now for the demo, some of them are not working correctly, so you might just do like a build that you think that's gonna work, but actually when you play it, it doesn't work because the game system doesn't work correctly. So there's some gears, the description is wrong and like it doesn't work the way they should. Some gears have like their stat that's not applying at all. So you just gotta just play the game and test it on your own to figure out which one is working, which one's not. So yeah, the game really needs lots of work for sure. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you guys the build that I'm doing with the team character. So consumable draw charge 100%, healing pickup grant plus 5 max health. So with this one, the idea is to go for the burn damage build with the demon skull, and with the cursed captains Strike on and curse Captain Bass, curse Captain Hook. The idea is to get the gold stacking value so I can increase the damage with the gold. I can increase the max health with the gold. I can increase the attack speed with the gold. But my starting will be very weak. I'm gonna struggle a lot in the early game, but if I get lucky and pick up everything that I need, then I can make it past Depth 32 and get much higher. But I gotta get all the right upgrade. I get all the right upgrade and stuff. So it's gonna be very difficult. It's very random, so you gotta get lucky. The early game you struggle a lot, but mid game once you have everything you need, you are good to go. You become really unstoppable at the point. But recently they did nerf the ghost armor, so it's gonna be much more difficult for me to get past the later stage now. Yeah, and with the Lionheart, this gives me extra value with the max health. I'm gonna get max health with the gold, and this will give me extra damage with the max health. So this is really nice. Treasure chest is for the extra gold drop. I don't care what the item drop chance. I'm just taking this for the gold drop chances. And with the team, every time we pick up the health potion, we increase our health. And every time we increase our max health, we increase the damage. So that's the basic idea. It does add up over time, so that's why I'm going for the team. You can do this with the other character as well, but I really like the team. Yeah, because team has like a permanent scaling bonus value that you can stack slowly. So yeah, that's the basic idea with this build. So I'll be right back once I get the build going. Okay, made to depth 29, so this is where the real run begins. Because at this point, enemy scaling just gets out of control. They did patch the game recently, so it's much easier than before. But they did nerf the ghost armor recently as well, so it's actually much harder for you to survive at the later stage of the game. Enemy scaling still gets out of control at the later stage, so you are still gonna get one shot from the enemy most of the time, so you gotta be really careful. So the problem with that is, if you're playing solo or co-op, you still need to grab the ghost armor, no matter what. No matter what you're building, you gotta take the ghost armor. You just cannot survive the damage. So they probably need to rebalance the game in a way so player doesn't have to take the ghost armor. Instead of just nerfing the ghost armor, they even need to rebalance the game a bit. I mean, that's just my opinion. Anyway, the basic idea with this build is I'm going for the burn build with the demon skull. So the idea is my base damage is 54 with the demon skull right now, right? And we have the other stat here that's gonna increase the damage. So I have damage plus 680%, and then I have crit chance 100%, so it's going to crit, which is gonna add more damage value with the critical hit damage. Then that's gonna turn into burn damage with the burning effect. So a portion of the damage from support skill is dealt again as elemental damage over time. So this is a burn damage 150. So if I started burn damage with 25, I'm only going to deal 25% of the damage from the demon skull. However, you can get past 100, which means my burning damage is actually going to deal more damage than my actual damage with the demon skull. And the crit will also apply on the burn as well. And also this is saying this is elemental damage, so any elemental damage bonus you can get will also get applied here. And also I have this fortune here, soul of fire, increased burning damage, so burn damage plus 100%. And yeah, most of these can stack, so you get the idea. You just keep adding more damage on top of each other, then multiplying the damage. That's how you get broken damage really fast. So that's the basic idea with the burn build here. And I have the Thunder Strike here. This is a really good skill to have. The Thunder Strike is basically to get the shocking effect on, so we can shock the enemy, so they can take increased damage. And also we have the thieving on, so we can get the gold from striking. And we also, the damage doesn't really matter on the Thunder Strike. I have zero retribution. This can be any other seal. It doesn't have to be zero retribution. This is the one I happen to get. I don't really care about this the seal effect. I care about these two, so it has to be the seal that can be active all the time. So we can get additional effect from this, such as critical hit damage. So while support skill is active, increase critical hit damage. So this is gonna add this up to my actual stat here. And we have silver retribution with the greed, the gold fine increase. That's gonna help me to gain more gold. Because the basic idea with this build is to gain gold to get stronger. And we have ghost armor here, grant damage immunity and phase movement for short duration upon taking damage. This is basically grant you like a invulnerability time for a very short duration. So you really need to increase the duration on this. I still haven't found the duration increase upgrade that I need. So I'm still fishing for it. It's kind of late though, so I really need to get it now. And I also have the ghost armor with the greed, so I can get more gold drop bonuses. And I have the 4 passive that I picked here. I have damage passive, movement speed passive, critical hit chance passive, and armor passive. Critical hit chance passive, once you get to 100, you don't need to invest into anymore. Damage is what you kind of need. In case you don't have any other option, just damage is good to have. Movement speed helps you get to the cap out the movement speed faster, so that's why I take it. Armor helps you to survive in the early game, and there's also synergy that you can do with the armor and the increased damage with some of the fortune, which I haven't got yet. Yeah, so I'm starting with the treasure chest accessory, gold drop bonus, item drop chance, and I'm going with the curse captain's tricon, so that increase your damage based on your gold amount, and increase your maximum life based on your gold amount. Grant damage based on your maximum life. Increase your attack speed based on your gold amount. Grant damage based on your maximum life. So you get the basic idea. Get lots of gold, get more health, attack speed, damage, and as you gain more level up, gain more maximum life, you gain more max health, which is gonna increase your damage as well. So you kind of have like this synergy with this like a different set pieces here. So that's what I'm going for. The early game can be very difficult, but once you get to this point, then you're fine. So I got 8,000 gold. So I don't really want to spend too much gold, because as I spend the gold, I get weaker. Okay, so I think I explained enough. Okay, let's give it a shot. So hopefully I don't get one shot here. But my damage value is, as you can see, I'm really fast. My damage value is really high. I also reduced the graphic quality to the fastest, because as you get to the later stage of the game, the game start to have some performance issues. So I turn off the screen shake. This is added recently, but that's really good option. Yeah, the value just goes up crazy here. Okay, ghost armor is active, but I gotta be careful though. So when the ghost armor is on the cooldown, I can die. Okay, so far so good. I get the shrine though. Yeah, I need to grab all the armor. I need to grab all the health potion as well, because each time we pick up health potion, we also increase the damage slightly. Because I'm playing as a team right now. I don't want to reduce my max health. The more health we have, more damage. Okay, gotta be careful here. The critical hit damage is pretty good. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, why am I getting... Okay, I'm not getting the damage upgrade from... Sometimes this can happen. Sometimes this is you only get 3 options sometimes. I think that's a bug. So I gotta reroll here because I don't want any of these. This is not great. Gotta pick the armor. Okay, I gotta get Thunder Strike. I really gotta get this up to 100 though. I don't really have a good option. I don't want to reroll too much here. Man, this is really bad. Let's get the bond damage increase. I really gotta level up my Ghost Armor, but since it's random, it's very difficult. It's very difficult for me to like focus on like one particular skill here. Okay, so my damage value is 702. When I pick up the health potion, 704. So each time I pick up health potion, it increased by like at 2%. It does add up. It does add up over time, so. Yeah, don't really need to grab the chest, but. Okay, shoot, okay, gotta pick up all this money. Okay, Thunder Strike, Shulking, so get 90%. Okay, if I want to get this to 100, let's do that. This is not what I want. I'm looking for duration increase. I'm looking for the hourglass, which I don't have. At this point, reroll costs way too much. I gotta find that. Otherwise, I will have to waste lots of rerolls. Because once you lock in those options, you're gonna get the same option all the time. So I really need to find that fast. Otherwise, I'm not gonna have enough invulnerability duration to survive at the later stage of the game. Okay, block rating up. Any extra value you can get from the shrine, you really need to grab it. Gotta be careful here though. Don't care about the chest. You're looking for the shrine. Yeah, there you go. Blast Medius, yeah. Ooh, have a couple. Bad. Grab all this. Yeah, something's wrong here. I should be getting the damage here, but it's not showing up. I think it's once you like a cap out on certain value, some of the stats stop showing up, which is not ideal. I got a reroll here. Not great. Okay, could go for this. Yeah, this actually gives me more. The base damage increase is also important here. It's a missing one as well, so I'm gonna do that. Thunder Strike, we don't care about this anymore, so we have... And I really need to upgrade the Ghost Armor. So we don't really want to kill the boss too fast. We want to delay. So you can see like just by hitting like boss one time, the damage I'm dealing is crazy. So, but I don't want to finish the boss fight too quickly here. So gotta be careful. I want to get all the value from the shrine. So I think that's another thing they really need to patch, because there's really no benefit of you killing the boss faster here. You get more value by just delaying the fight. Okay, gotta be careful. Yeah, I'm not attacking boss on purpose here. Gotta be careful though. I can easily die. I don't want to reduce the max health. So. Yeah, I don't care about the. I don't at this point. I don't care about the items, so I'm going for that. Okay, 59 seconds. Okay, okay. Okay, this one. Do we need to grab this? Not great. Oh shoot! Oh no no no! Yeah, that's gonna kill the Sun King. Not great. So that means I missed out like one or two shrine basically. So let's grab this one. So Seal of Retribution, we don't really care about these. Let's go for the greed. Critical damage increase is good. Demons go holding. Oh, but the burn damage barely increase on this is huge though. Come on, man. Oh god, this is bad. Okay, another Solar Fire is good. Okay, people need to get the experience one here. I gotta reroll here. God, stop dealing with this. It's not looking good. Not looking good. We really gotta increase the length of the duration for the ghost armor. So now bomb damage actually. Oh, ouch! Yeah. Yeah. At this point, I can get one shot. I think. Go for max health here. So as you can see, my burn damage actually deal more damage than my base damage right now. And you just gotta keep doing this. You just gotta keep stacking the damage like this. Yeah, you gotta get more money. The more gold you have, more powerful you're gonna get. But at this point, survivability is your main issue. So we are scaling really fast now. It's not great. We don't really care about Sunder at this point. Let's reroll. I gotta get the ghost armor. Not showing up though. So I'm kind of hoping if that's kept out, we only get the active skill level up. Okay, gotta be careful. Shoot. That's so dumb. Ah, so dumb. Yeah, I knew I was gonna get one shot, but man, I reroll like crazy, and just not getting that one last upgrade just cost me the game. That's all I needed. My damage was good. Just I need to increase the invulnerability time with the ghost armor. That's all I need. That's all I needed. Oh boy. So that was disappointing. Was disappointing. Yeah, they really need to rebalance the game. I gotta take a look at the patch note of the game because there's just no way I'm not getting like one upgrade from just like one upgrade I needed, just not finding it at depth 51. Yeah, something's going on there. Yeah, no matter how much armor you stack and everything, doesn't matter. You just gotta get one shot. So you really need ghost armor if you want to get to the later stage of the game. Oh man, I wasted so much coin though. Like I could have become much more stronger with the damage. God, that was frustrating. That was frustrating. But you guys get the basic idea with this build. You can basically do this with every other. It doesn't have to be Demon Skull. It can be other weapon. So Branch of the Bog is not the best weapon. Golden Spear, Vampire Spine, they are pretty good weapon. Wind Strike I don't really recommend. But any weapon that can deal additional damage with the like a dot effect is pretty good pick. The melee weapon like a Crusader Shield, Golden Spear, Missile Daggers, don't really recommend because you gotta get really close to the enemy with these, and it's very risky to do that. Yeah, so that was fun. The game definitely needs more work for sure. I talked about a lot of stuff in the earlier part of the video, so I'm not gonna talk about it again. So the game is definitely meant for co-op for sure. Because if you're playing solo, you gotta go for the ghost armor. You gotta have ghost armor in your build, no matter what your build is, and you gotta hope that you can find the right upgrade at the right time. Otherwise, you're gonna waste so much. You're gonna waste so much gold on the reroll. And the basic idea that you need to think about is how fast can you scale with your damage and health and everything. So, what kind of scaling are you gonna focus on? Are you gonna focus on the gold scaling? Or are you gonna focus on the health scaling? But right now for the demo, the most viable option is to go for gold scaling mixed with the health scaling, because you you can sort of there's like a dodge scaling, the block scaling, like losing the health, increase the damage, that kind of scaling. But they are all risky and they do hit the cap really. You do get the hit the cap limit on it, so you don't get the value increase anymore at a certain point. But with the gold, there is no real limit to the value that you can get. So gold and health are the only two value in the game that can have the value increase for without the cap, basically. So you can basically scale without worrying about hitting the cap. So that's kind of what you have to go for at this point. You can try a lot of different builds, as I've shown you in the early part of the video. You can go for like a summoning build, elemental focus build. You can mix up with like a different character, different characters passive, with a different with different equipment. So that is kind of fun, but right now it's definitely not well balanced. So keep that in mind. Oh man, that wasn't bad run. Really, just needed like a one extra upgrade, and that's all I needed. That's all I needed, because once you get the ghost upgrade with the duration, if you can get the duration up to 20 or like a 30 second to cap, and then you increase it by extra duration upgrade by like a 100%, like a 200% or something, then eventually you can have the ghost armor. Basically, you take damage and you have like a 1 minute of invulnerability frame, so you don't have to worry about dying at all. And the wave usually end in 1 minute, so you don't have to worry about dying at all at that point. And you just gotta worry about the dealing damage to the boss at that point. So you just gotta kill the boss under a minute. That's it. But if you have the right scaling, as you can see, you can just kill the boss really easily. So, man, I could have got the better record there, but didn't get lucky. But that is it. Oh well. Anyway, this is Stolen Realm Survivors, co-op survival-like auto shooters set in the world of Stolen Realm. The demo is available on Steam right now. If you guys are interested, go check out the game. The link in the description. And that is gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Take care. Bye.